it's intense. Some people are all crying and... Can we swear on this? Well, we don't swear.
Well, if you want to be the first.
No, I won't.
Who were your role models when growing up?
I don't think I had.
That's okay.
Yeah, bold, like the monks. You know Shaolin monks?
Don't put me on the spot.
Okay, fine.
In the TV, film and media industry, there's a lot of people feeling suicidal and struggling with their mental health. What is that like for you?
Yeah, I can see why some people feel like that, because it's a highly stressful situation. Look, one thing that actually helps me is that I know it's not everything. You know, like I've got other things going that I have built. If your mind just depends on like these people and all of this is everything, I think it makes it very hard. I've got like a foundation that they can't take away. You know what I mean? So yeah, I've become like unmoving with what I think about myself and my ability. If I never done those practices, I'll be worse, because I'm quite impulsive. I can be quite impulsive. So I know that actually helps me go, okay, cool. So,
have you ever been to therapy before?
Hi everyone, I'm Shar. I'm a psychotherapist. Thank you for joining me in today's episode. If you are new here, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who you know needs to hear these conversations. If you're looking for a therapist or you want to join my community, I will leave everything in the description bar. Thank you for joining me and my community in making wellness a daily practice. Let's get straight into the episode.
So think of this like a therapy session.
no,
Well, don't think of it like a therapy session, but do you know what I mean? It's like a therapy format.
I'm joking.
And you know, I'm going to be asking you questions, and you're going to answer them, and you know, and so yeah, it was just an idea that I had like many years ago.
Yeah.
And then
Have you heard of EMDR therapy? Or have you done?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I don't specialise in that. I'm more of a cognitive behavioural therapist.
Okay.
So CBT.
Okay, I don't know.
So that's all about the way you think, the way you feel,
the
way you behave, and how that all influences each other.
Yeah.
And how you can channel that into your goals and being action focused in what you want to do.
Cool.
So yeah, it's very short term. But yeah, that's kind of like...
It's very short term.
Yeah, so with CBT...
You don't want to have long relationships with your patients. You might just come in.
No, so with CBT therapy, it's short term because it's very action focused.
And there's like a goal.
Yeah,
and
there's
aim.
a goal. Yeah. Okay. Whereas with counselling, it's more come and speak. Come, let's speak.
Yeah.
Let's maybe talk about your past.
Yeah.
Let's explore your childhood. So it's very kind of like slow paced. And whereas with me, it's like, okay, what have you come to therapy for?
I prefer that, you know.
What, counselling or?
No, that.
Okay, CBT.
Because whenever I've done therapy, it's felt like it's dragging out.
Okay. Why do you feel like it's been dragging out?
Like it doesn't, like I would prefer an aim.
Okay.
I would prefer to work like that. Like come here for this and do this and then go off in the world and then come back if you need something else. It's come back if I have another aim.
But I think as a film director, writer and producer, because you're so used to having goals and having aims and wanting to achieve targets, you might be comfortable with that because that's what you're familiar with.
Yeah.
But sometimes for you, it may be the opposite. You might need that time to just sit down and reflect and really think about whatever it is that you've come to therapy for. So it might actually be the opposite.
Maybe.
But because it's not familiar to you.
Maybe, yeah.
It's like, no, I want action, because you're used to that. Whereas, no, Sebastian, let's slow down and let's just talk and...
Fair enough, I get it, but
it's the unfamiliar.
Maybe. I won't say no.
And that's what we want as a therapist. We want our clients to feel vulnerable. Yeah. But we obviously professionally know how to manage their emotions and control the environment and the atmosphere and know how to, okay, if this client's crying too much, we know how to bring them back to the present moment. Or we know how to allow them to cry and get out whatever they need to get out in that moment. Yeah. But then we won't leave you vulnerable. We will ensure that before you leave the office, you're confident or you're feeling good within yourself. So we will ground you back to reality before you leave. So, yeah.
Got it. So do you, when people come to you, do you go, okay, cool, I think you should do more like long-term therapy?
I guess it's about...
like analyze it and be like, nah,
I will never tell a client what to do. It's more them coming to me, telling me what they want from me. And sometimes they may not know what they want. And then it's for me to guide them. So asking them the right questions as to, what's brought you here? What are you finding difficult right now? Or what are you enjoying in your life right now? And then through that, people start to talk. And then and people love talking about themselves, and I love helping people mentally. So if you're telling me a problem or something that you're struggling with, I can kind of make that make sense in my head and then make that make sense for you. And then that's the power of therapy.
Oh.
Should we cheers to that?
Nice. Cheers.
Cheers. Okay.
You've got a different cup. Your cup's bigger. I can't even put my finger in my cup, man.
Because I've got hot chocolate.
Crazy. I was like, why is she able to do that? This is why I'm having to hold my cup all...
Sebastian, thank you for coming today. Film director, writer, producer. You've been doing incredible things. So we've got Supercell, Dreaming While It's Black, Riches. You've got the dating show. I can't remember the name. Just a
Which
Couple.
One? Just a Couple. Yeah,
that
was my first one. Yeah.
And you've got also other projects as well that you've done.
Yeah.
But these projects that I mentioned were the projects that were on BBC, Netflix, and so forth. Yeah. How does that feel to be an amazing film director, first of all, but to get your work on such big platforms and working with productions?
I think now it feels quite surreal. Like doing Netflix feels quite surreal. But at the time when I was younger, I didn't really care of getting stuff on TV.
Okay.
I was just really concerned. I just really wanted to make my own stuff and just put it on YouTube and hit my target audience in my way myself. And so I wasn't really concerned with like this rush of like trying to get in and trying to get in the industry. So when I made Just a Couple on YouTube, it was BBC and Big Talk that saw it and then called me in to have a meeting, and then the relationship with Big Talk developed from there into me getting the show on BBC. But yeah, so at the beginning it wasn't really my intentions to be fixated on the industry, but I guess now that I'm in the industry, I think it feels quite surreal to be part of so many cool projects and moments in I guess like the scene, especially for us in London. You know?
Definitely. And I feel like for us as a culture, watching the movies and the things that you've directed and produced, you really use our voice. Like you really, speak for us in the work that you do and how it's very relatable, whether it's funny, whether it's serious, whether it's romantic. You really capture our voice in that. And that's a beautiful thing. But I'm wondering for yourself, who were your role models when growing up?
I don't think I had.
That's okay.
I didn't. I've never had like role models in the sense of like, this famous person, I want to be like them. I've never been like that.
Okay.
But I don't know. Automatically, I went straight to famous people, right? Because that's who I guess sometimes people think of. But I mean, look, like even peers or things like that. I've just been so focused on doing what I'm doing and creating what I want to create, and then that I don't really care about building or taking from other people in that way.
That's very powerful because, as you said at the beginning, most people will think about a celebrity. So for myself, I would say I used to watch Wendy Williams, I used to watch Oprah, Jerry Springer, Ricky Lake. So I grew up on that representation. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, I would like to do that. But never really thinking of, I'm going to do that. But now that I'm here, it's like, okay, maybe.
Oh, I get you. Well, I can say there's probably things that inspired me.
Okay,
and moments or artists or people that I love that I've stolen little pieces from, but there hasn't been like, I can't put it down. I can't put it on a person. I can't. I would say, you know, I'm really. That's just me. I can't really put it down.
Yeah, no, but okay. Who would you say inspires you? If you was to
So if you say that, so I'm sorry, I'm probably gonna do this throughout the whole conversation.
It's fine.
Where I'll just be difficult.
You know
but
what?
I mean, like people that inspire me, I would say my parents inspire me, like their journey and how we came to the UK and things like that, and the stories they've told me. My mum's story as well. I would say a lot of my friends and my peers inspire me, and then if we go into artists, like growing up, I did really love Tupac. So like I still do, but I mean like just the energy of Tupac was like something that that really inspired me to think in a particular way, I would say. And then, you know, like Michael Jordan, Bruce Lee, Muhammad Ali, and then like filmmakers that I could go on. There's loads of different filmmakers, but yeah.
You seem like a very free-spirited person.
What does that mean?
So for me, my definition of that would be someone who is just creative, and you feel free to do what you want and express yourself the way you want to express yourself.
Yeah.
Would you say that's...
Yeah, but then I don't think I feel like I'm not as free. I feel like I'm quite controlled as a person.
Okay.
And I feel like that's my director brain. But I'm a free spirit in the sense of what you've said. Like in what you've said, I feel like yes. But then I also feel like there's an element of me that isn't as free as I would like to be, because I put things in boxes and things like that, you know? So like, but I've done things to try and get me out of that, if that makes sense. So like, I remember when I was like I really loved, you know, crump, you know, like crump dancing.
Yeah.
I was like...
Because you like dancing, don't you? You love...
Huh?
You love dancing, right?
No, I love music.
Okay.
I say love dancing is a different thing to say, because then if you told me to skank now, I'm not doing it. It's okay. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I love music, and I love dance, and I was like, I really loved crump because it felt like, so I used to do martial arts, I used to do kung fu and stuff, yeah.
Oh wow.
And it felt like it was like a fusion of like dance and kung fu and it was just dope, yeah. But it's something that is like really far away from anything that I would actually do, because it's so vulnerable as a state. But I'd done like a bit of a one-to-one session with someone that I knew, and then I started learning, and I got into it just to kind of get myself out of my box.
Okay.
So I try and do things like that
to help you express yourself when you're away from the work.
Yeah, I try to, but I mean, if I was a free spirit, I'll probably just be doing that more, or in my mind, I feel like, you know, or when I go to the club, I'll just be like.
Okay, this might seem irrelevant, but do you like Kung Fu Panda? Because you said you
haven't seen it.
I
know, it's terrible. I haven't seen it.
On.
But I think I would love it. Like, I remember, seeing some clips.
Kung Fu Panda
I think I would love it,
is absolutely amazing. It's got that nostalgia, because it's a cartoon and your childhood, but then it's got the Kung Fu, and it's got this,
Yeah, I think I would love it.
You would love it.
Yeah.
Especially, as you said, you've done like Kung Fu and kind of like martial arts.
Yeah.
You'll definitely love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll definitely love it. How do you deal with stress? Because I can imagine the role that you play and what you do. You know, you're directing, you're writing, you're producing. That's a lot. How do you manage stressful times when they come?
Yeah, it is a lot. I think like what has helped me through the years is, I would say, meditation is something that I lean towards a lot, and I would say like fitness, gym and stuff. I think that combination really helps me, because like meditation gives you like the time and space to kind of like get your mind in a certain space, and your energy in a certain space, and then like gym and all of that is like a bit of a release. So I think like that, those two combinations help really well. But then what I've also noticed throughout the years, but what I've learned throughout the years is there's other factors and stuff like food and stuff that has a big influence on how we feel. I'm not the best with like with like the knowledge of what to eat and what not to eat and all of that, but I do know that whenever I am feeling crap, I end up eating more crap and stuff like that. So a lot of the time, to balance that out, I start changing my diet, or I start eating less meat, or I'll go veggie for a bit, or I'll do like a water fast and not have food for a period of time.
How long have you done that for, a water fast?
The longest I've done is 7 days. Yeah.
And that's just water, no food.
Yeah.
Wow. I've done a fast.
7, yeah.
But I've never done a straight water fast. What was
Really?
that?
Never?
Never done a straight water fast.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to sit here and encourage you to do it in terms of like the safety around it. I don't know.
Yeah. But what was it like for you?
But I mean, it is safe. But I mean, you know, I don't want to be that person. But I think it's amazing. It's really good. It's like a hard reset.
I can imagine.
Think like after the first 2 days, you stop getting hungry. To be honest. Yeah.
And how are you, when you're doing that, how are you feeling mentally? Because I can imagine your mindset just literally elevating and just...
Yeah, you get really, really... You get really, really clear, but your energy is like... you start realizing how much food plays a part into just even letting you move.
Yeah.
Because your energy is like, you just have to be a bit more... Still, be selective with your energy and all of that. Even how you're talking is different. So a lot of the times you do it when you don't need to do, when you haven't got heavy tasks or things to do around it. But yeah, my mind becomes very, very clear when I'm doing it. Your face, all these bags, everything. Oh my gosh, it's like a cheat code.
I'm gonna do it.
Do it. I swear to you. If you do it for
I'm gonna do it.
3 to 5 days. Oh my gosh, all my bags went.
Wow.
Lost weight. Boom, everything.
Ready for the world.
Yeah. You feel really fresh. And then I remember just having like a bite of like watermelon and then you're full. After when you come out of it. Or like coconut water and you're full.
Yeah.
And then you, and then there's stages and there's ways to do it, but I've found it really useful. And I've been on, I think another thing is like retreats and stuff. I've done like silent retreats and all of that, and that's been good.
So what's a silent retreat? Is it just like you not speaking throughout the whole retreat?
The one I went to was like a silent retreat and you don't speak, and then it was like meditation from like 5 a.m. to like 10 p.m.
So how long are you not speaking for?
I was there for 3 days.
So you're not speaking for 3 days?
Yeah.
And
it's not just speaking, it's communication. So you can't, because I can communicate with you with my eyes.
Yeah, you can.
Right? Do you get what I mean? I can look at you and communicate with you. So it's like, you're not meant to have like eye contact with people and things like that.
Oh wow. Where was that?
Yeah, it was...
Thailand.
It was it was in the UK, but it was a bit out. It was outside of London, but was a crazy experience because I can't even imagine. Even now doing it, I was like, from 5 a.m. till 10 p.m. So we'll do that. Wake up 5 a.m. You meditate for like 40 minutes, 10-minute break of stretching. Meditate for 40 minutes. Go and eat breakfast. Meditate for 40 minutes. 10-minute stretching. Like it was like that kind of routine, silent. Wow. And for 10 p.m. It's intense. Some people are all crying and... Can we swear on this? Well, we don't swear.
Well, if you want to be the first.
No, I won't. No, I won't swear if you don't swear. But I should have asked. Yeah, people will be like crying and going through experiences. It's really... You know. It's because a lot of people can't sit with themselves.
Yeah. Can you sit with yourself? Well, you've done that. How did you find sitting with yourself?
I'm fine with it, but I think it's interesting because you start seeing I think everyone will have their own experience.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes it's not even good to talk about your experience, because I think it's very individual. But I think for me, there was small things that I would notice, like if I was sitting and then like my eyes were closed and the teacher would walk past, I would feel like, oh, let me adjust. And then I was like, I'm always trying to like be like, oh yeah, let me look, let me do it perfect. And then it started making me think about that. Do you get what I mean? Like, what does that mean? Like, why are you always adjusting and da 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 da?
Okay.
So, or why are you why do you care what they think, or is it that you just want to be the best, or is it this or that? So it kind of then I'll start thinking about things like that and have my own kind of thought around that.
You're a very deep person then. To go on a silent retreat, to go on a wellness retreat, to do the things you do, you are very. I would say that you seem to be a very deep person, a person who's very connected with themselves, and who wants to learn more about themselves.
Yeah, I'll take that one. I'll take the second part.
Okay, so why do you want to take the first part?
I feel like it's like, okay, I'll take the first part as well.
Okay.
I feel like, yeah.
Thank you.
No, because I think.
No, but it's nice though. It's nice to see.
Yeah, I'm
and
trying to figure it out.
that's why I said how I perceive you is very free spirited. So you're willing to learn about yourself. You're willing to do things that will help you grow. You know, I've never heard anyone say they've been on a silent retreat where they've been silent for 3 days and, you know, done stretches or meditated, and you know that's a very powerful thing to do, and not a lot of people can do that.
Yeah, you can, but people just don't choose to do it.
I guess so.
Do you get what I mean? It's not that, like, okay, I went there and I didn't know what the experience would be like. It's not like
But you must have had
start to realize that you just need to agree and just go, and then you'll figure it out when you get there. Do you get what I mean? I think if everyone just start thinking, oh, it's gonna be, I won't be able to go on my phone, because you can't go on your phone, you can't read, you can't
even read.
Yeah. Oh, dreams are vivid. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Because you're not, all those things. It's like even when you lose, even when you water fast and stuff, all of that. But I think it was a very, very powerful experience. And when I finished it, I came back and I was like my voice was in a different place, and I was very, very patient and very, like, it just really slowed down my energy it put my energy in a different place. And then I was here for long, as in like back in real life, and I never kept up the practice, and then I could just feel like my powers were just being taken away.
Oh, wow.
You could just feel it just going back.
Yeah.
Like your attention, it's like almost like I was like this, and then you just start feeling, distracted, and then now you're lost in the thing, and then I was like, oh, okay, fine, I'm back here.
Lost in the condition of the world.
Yeah, and like just the speed and distractions and all of that. It's So, but the good thing is I know what it feels like.
Yeah.
So I know when I'm out of sync or out of balance, I'm like, you're not in a good place.
And I think that's very important to, you know, when you know yourself and you know when you're out of balance, when you know when you're out of sync, and helping yourself get to a place where you're feeling balanced again. Yeah.
Another thing that's really good is qigong. So qigong is like and this is how I ended up getting into meditation. But so the kung fu I used to do was is Shaolin, and Shaolin comes with but they practice meditation and things like that as well, right? And through that, they also have another side which is like called qigong, which is similar to Tai Chi.
Okay, I've
so it's
heard
like
of that.
slow movement. So like when you're doing Shaolin, it's very like hard, you know, punch it.
Is it kind of like those muscle?
But when you're doing so you know those yellow the kids that wear yellow and they're bold and stuff.
I probably know if I see it, but not.
You will know. You will know 100%. It's like the most popular.
No pressure if I don't know it.
You'll know it. You'll know it. I feel to even pull up a picture. You'll know it.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, like bold, like the monks. You know Shaolin monks.
Don't put me on the spot.
Okay, fine. I should do it again. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so the kung fu side of it is like very like hard, forms and stuff, and then qigong is like more about like the internal, so like breathing, like your blood circulation, all of that kind of stuff. So the things you're doing is like movements that are slower and stuff, or holding things for long, and then so that whenever I do that, I can just feel like my body is just going back into like a good place. So it's kind of like where we were talking about how like meditation helps for my mind. I would say like qigong is like physically
for your body. Okay.
Yeah, like when my body's out of alignment, if I do that, I get back in quick, because it's just it's just the practices of it just do something special to your body.
And how do you know when your body's not in alignment? And I know it's different for everyone, but I would say for your body, then how would you?
For me, it's like an energetic thing, because even speaking about this is making it, because I haven't been doing meditation, I haven't been doing qigong for a while, right?
Okay.
Like, and now speaking
Maybe
about it,
this
I'm like,
is your
okay,
time.
cool, I need to get back into it, because I still do stuff, but it's very different. So I still, like, my body is not, my energy is not in that place. But I'm gymming, I can be fit, but it's not the same. It's like an energetic thing.
I love how you talk about energy, because I just had an interview with Simon Ong, and he is an author of a book called Energize.
Oh, dope.
And we were speaking about energy and, how you can maintain your energy, how you can take care of your energy. And I think this interview is talking about the practices that you've done that helps with your energy, both mentally and physically.
Yeah. Oh, that's dope. Yeah.
With these practices, I'll show you the book after.
Yeah.
With these practices, does it help you with the work that you're doing? Because you're in a very fast-paced environment.
Yeah, it does, 100%.
In what way would you say it helps?
How I can process information, and how I can how I can be quite calm in certain situations. Or do what I need to do to get a result. It's not to say I'm perfect. Yeah, I can switch, or I can make bad choices, but I think for the most part, if I never done those practices, I'll be worse, because I'm quite impulsive. I can be quite impulsive, so I know that actually helps me go, okay, cool. So
have you ever been to therapy before?
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was good, but I feel like, as I was telling you before, I feel like it's like, it can be quite draining after a while to just continue talking about stuff. Like, I feel like the goal thing that you were talking about, I think that's a really good method for me, but you were like, no, maybe you should do something different.
Well, I was trying to think analytically, like maybe because of you and the work. But yeah,
it's good.
Okay.
I think it is.
What would you say you've learned? What have you learned from therapy? Would you say?
I think I learned that I can cover up a lot of things.
Okay.
So I think therapy was like, no, there is a problem here, or there is something that you need to deal with here. And it was like kind of like bringing that to the forefront, which I wouldn't have really addressed, because I can keep things moving.
And when you hold a lot of things,
Yeah.
are you holding it in your body or are you holding it in your mind? Because we can hold things in our body and it can get trapped, or we can hold things in our mind.
That's the interesting thing. I don't know, but the way I learned about this, the way I got into therapy was through a friend that actually, we were talking about a book called The Body Keeps Score.
Okay.
So it was about what you're talking about how, the body remembers and the body keeps things and holds it in. And then it was talking about EMDR therapy within that book.
Okay.
and they went on a journey of doing it, and then they let me know about it and all of that. And I thought, let me try it. Do you get what I mean? Sounds like a powerful thing. But I think in terms of myself, it's probably, how do I hold it? I don't know. I don't think it's a body thing. It's probably, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, because I would kind of hide it so much that I can keep things moving so well.
And just suppress it.
See, that's the thing. Is it suppression? Is it always suppression? Because it's like, if you're like, if you've got something over here, but then you're like, keep things moving, doesn't that just like kind of...
It depends on how it's impacting you. So if it keeps coming up, then you're suppressing it. But if it's something lighthearted, then you're not suppressing it, you're just forgetting about it. So I'll give you an example. So for me, when I feel stressed, I know what I'm stressed about. If I dig deep into that stress and I ask myself certain questions, but I feel that in my stomach and my gut. And then I know that I've struggled in the past with my gut and food and eating. So I know that when I'm stressed, I'm holding it and it's getting trapped in my gut area, which is impacting me.
Okay.
Do you get it?
I got you. Yeah, I got you.
But it's different for everyone.
I think you're right in terms of the showing up. Sorry,
no, we got there. Go on.
I think you're right about it showing up, because then I think what therapy actually helped is that I think when certain other things were happening, it could be the smallest thing, an email from someone that will piss me off, and and usually I might respond. Yeah. But I was like, why am I pissed off? What is actually pissing me off about this? Because this is really annoying, and it might be small.
Yeah.
And then I could start making connections, and I think sometimes it was useful, sometimes it wasn't. So, yeah. But I think that was good.
And I feel like for me, because I'm kind of like, I feel like you're mirroring to me actually, and
in what way?
Physically, in regards to like movement and how you do things with your body. Like you said you've done martial arts, you've gone to this retreat, meditation and stretches. And I think for me, as a therapist, I'm always using my mind. I'm very mental focused. But when it comes to the body, I focus less on that area. So how I would say you're mirroring to me is that I want to work more with my body and kind of like channel that energy, because when I'm stressed, it gets stuck in the body. And I need to channel that by moving my body so that it gets out.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah. So I think there's loads of different ways it could do. You could look into things like qigong, yoga. Where it needs to be that deep yoga, not just the fancy, let's just stretch kind of yoga, or things like that.
Or just anything creative, like dancing.
Yeah. That can be very powerful as well. Yeah.
Just any form of movement. I think that's very powerful. And I think even, when you're working with the mind, you need to balance that out with movement.
100%.
Otherwise you'll just be stuck in your head.
100%. I think people really underestimate like how much like sweating and going out for a run or doing that does for your mind. So I think, that mixed with eating well can be just a really good combination to get you out of a lot of stress or loops in your head,
That's so true.
Because I know some people don't want to do like meditation or things like that, because it's also, some people associate it with like being religious or anything like that. But it, so people need to find their way that works for them.
Yeah.
Because a walk can be meditation, Like when we were doing the silent retreat, we were doing walking meditation, which is just walking. It's literally just walking.
Just using
with,
your body.
Certain type of intention in your mind. But so that was interesting.
Working in the mainstream media, what is that like mentally? Because I hear a lot of stories, and just the other day I posted about, in the TV, film and media industry, there's a lot of people feeling suicidal and struggling with their mental health, and you work in that industry. So for yourself, what is that like for you?
Yeah, I can see why some people feel like that, because it's a highly stressful situation, and also it's tough, especially it depends it's tough for anyone in any role as well. And I think so for me, there's so many ways I can answer the question. I'm just thinking what's actually useful. It's like, You were saying, how is it for me?
Yeah. So what's your experience been like?
Look, one thing that actually helps me have be really, that I think helps me with my mental health is that I know it's not everything. You know, like I've got other things going that I have built that I can, if the rug gets pulled, I'm very happy to go back to YouTube. I'm very happy to do what I'm doing with Dope Black Art. I'm very happy I can continue doing upshot reels for actors directly. Like, of course, look, I'm doing stuff within the industry, but I think it's like if your mind just depends on like these people and all of this is everything, I think it makes it very hard because you know, you don't control that. Yeah. And I can't control that. And I think I've known that very quickly, like from I think even since I was young, like that's why I wanted to make my own thing. So I think that helps me because I know that I've got like a foundation that they can't take away. You know what I mean? So yeah. And also I'm very happy being broke. I'm like, if I had to be, I can figure things out. I'm not like trying. Well, not happy being broke. I get what you mean. I get what you mean by that. But I think you get what I mean.
With knowing that.
Do you get what I mean?
But not a lot of people can. For you to say that's a very powerful statement because not a lot of people can experience that and feel. Yeah, because I know what you mean by that.
I'm good. Like I can sleep on the floor. I am like I've been brought up in a way where it's like I'm easy. I'm easy. So it's like
Because I hear
is what it is. Whereas like I'm not desperate to try and. Well, look, I want to maintain the life I've had. I have,
and you will,
and I will. Yeah. But I'm saying that there's a sense of me that is like, if you take it all away, I'm good. So.
How do you deal with rejection? I hear a lot about, you know, when you work in the industry, rejection after rejection after rejection.
Yeah, but that's one of the things.
Okay.
It's just you're rejecting me for, okay, I'm doing this. The strikes happened, and it's like when the strikes happened, it affected me as well. But then I'm like, okay, cool, let me pivot, let me do this. I'll figure this out. So that helps. Whereas if you got all your eggs there and you're like,
that's it.
Damn, that's gone. Then I'm like, oh, I'm not good enough. I don't have this. I don't.
That is the key. That's it. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, like focus on different things. Even with actors, especially, I think you can have your day jobs, but also like, what are you passionate about, and what do you love outside of that? Because that is so heavily based on people choosing you. I don't want to operate in a place where it's just about people choosing me.
You have to choose yourself.
Yeah.
First. Yeah. And then, you know, when you're in that lifestyle, if you get chosen, then amazing. If you don't, then as you said, you can go back to.
Yeah. But it happens. It's hard. It is hard. I'm saying this because I'm just giving an insight into like what has helped me, but I still have to deal with it.
Yeah, no,
There's
definitely.
still things where I'm like, I really want this job and it doesn't happen, or I really want, or I thought I'll be up for this award or something and it doesn't happen, and then, but I know that every time these things don't happen, the first thing I'm like is, okay, let me pivot and do that. And that, if I'm trying to think, if I never had that pivot, where what would I do?
Yeah.
And that's where I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Maybe other people have a different experience because of that. And I don't think the creation of what they need to do is like create businesses. It's just, where do you go for another outlet? I don't know. Yeah.
Interesting. What's one thing you've learned about yourself throughout your career that you never knew before?
Oh, that's a big question. Come on.
Is that a big question?
Can we like, yeah.
Okay, how do I shorten that question? Okay,
no, not shorten it, but like, can we like, find like what?
Okay.
I just don't know how to answer it. I'm being honest.
No, that's fine. What's one area that you've grown in when it comes to yourself and your career?
Oh, one area I've grown in. I think I've always been quite confident with my ability, but I think when you're in the industry, I think it's easy to feel like people know more than you, like certain people that are above you, or they know more than you, and it's a easy way to lose your voice or your confidence. And I think I've become like unmoving with what I think about myself and my ability. So and I know it's about a lot of these things are about taste, or as opposed to being good enough. And I think you can kind of, at the beginning, a lot of the times you can feel like it's close to, it's more about, are you good enough? Where now it's like, I'm like, no, it's not about that, it's taste. You just don't have the same taste or sensibilities. I don't know if that's just me.
No, I like that.
I don't know if that's me making it just feel, making like a way to make it make more sense for myself. Yeah. But I think that's what it is a lot of the times. When you get to a certain level of like working, I feel like that's what it is. It starts to become more about taste, because we can all shoot something. We can work with. I can direct. I've been directing for a long time. I've worked with actors for a long time. There can be another director who's had the same amount of experience and all of that, but we'll do something different, and it starts becoming about taste and sensibilities, as opposed to my way's right, your way's right.
Yeah. Okay.
Or I'm not good at this, or you're better, or da da da. I now start thinking more. I'm starting to think more in that way. But yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I feel very still. I feel very at peace, and I feel like I'm just talking to a friend, which is nice. Do you have a question for me? That you can think of? I don't.
Yeah. What made you get into therapy?
What made me get into therapy?
Yeah.
I love learning about the brain.
Yeah.
And the mind. And I remember when I was younger, my dad would play like scientific documentaries, and at the time it was like, oh, this is boring, but I guess subconsciously I gravitated towards it as I grew up.
Yeah.
And yeah, just I think the power of knowing that your thoughts and the way you feel can influence your behaviour and your life and so forth. I think I was just fascinated by that. And then I think seeing people who live a certain life and then other people who don't live a certain life, I was just fascinated, like, why is there a difference?
Yeah.
And then wanting to help people understand things that seem complex, but I can make it more digestible to them.
Yeah. Do you find that easy to do for yourself as well?
That's the thing. It can be a struggle for me sometimes. But like if I was to read like a scientific journal, or listen to a TED talk where they're talking about like neuroscience or the brain, it would make me so happy when I understand it and learn from it. And I just want to share that and talk about that.
Yeah.
And I just ran with that, and then I just thought, how can I be creative with it? And yeah, I've just kind of been creative with it in so many different ways. But I think for me, one thing I want to learn is to, like you were saying, don't get emotionally attached to things, because I feel that I get emotionally attached to things too much. I put my eggs in one basket, And then when that doesn't go according to plan, it's like, oh, well, maybe I'm not good enough, or maybe it's me, or maybe, you know, and I need to just learn to, do you get what I mean?
Yeah. But then that's like just expectations, isn't it? And then it's like how you can have no expectations. I think if you have expectations, that's what kills you, isn't it?
That's true. How can you not have, okay, my question for you then would be, can you be someone who has no expectations?
It's hard, but I think
but you can get there.
I don't know. It's like there was something, I can't remember how it was worded, but it's like if you keep on thinking exactly, say you have like an aim, it's like it's better to be open to the possibility of something else as opposed to that exact thing, because what could happen could be much better, but then you're closing yourself to the small thing. But then when something worse happens, then you'll be angry that something worse happened. Right? You want the exact thing, but then something even better could happen. So it's like, it's almost like kind of like, how do you just surrender and leave it open?
I love that.
But I struggle with that because I try and get what I want, and I'm quite practical of like, okay, cool, I've done this work, I should get this.
Yeah.
But if I look at everything that I've had, it was all the great stuff. It's been very unpredictable.
And I love that word you said, surrendering, because I feel like for me, I have expectations on what I want to do, right?
Yeah.
Because I want to achieve. So like with these interviews, I expect for me to be interviewing more guests, bigger guests, more influential guests. And I know within myself, if that doesn't happen, I don't know what I'll do.
Nah, but it's focusing on like, so the way I would say people can.
But then that's what I mean by getting too emotionally attached.
Yeah, but you focus more on, and I don't want to be like, I'm being direct.
No, just,
but it's like focusing more on the task and doing your best. So it's like, focus on, okay, I'm going to get this person on my show. I'm going to ask these questions. I'm going to do this. But it's like focusing on each bit as it's happening, as opposed to get this.
Okay, yeah.
And it's like, you done your best, and that's all you can do. And if it doesn't get this result, then what could you done your best. But if you're not doing your best, that's different.
Yeah.
Because then you know, because then you're like, okay, cool. Like, yeah, I could have filmed 5 people that day, but I done 1. Or I could have I could have emailed this person, but I was scared. Like those kind of, then you're not like really operating at like
your highest level.
So then maybe you won't get what you actually want. So the way I would see it is like, boom, like just you focus on being your best and doing your best, and then whatever happens is meant to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
But I'm making it sound like it's not an easy way to think, because sometimes I've done stuff where I put in all the work, and then I'm like, nah, this is wild.
Yeah.
And then, but then you're like, oh, I never got that because I was meant to get this anyway. Yeah. So then, I feel like everything is always working towards your best interest anyway. So it's like, you just got to see it as, okay, cool, that never happened. I'll carry on doing my best, and things will align. I've really, even when I was young, I just used to do stuff that was like, I said, when I was like, one of the sketches I made called Friday UK, back in the day, with like,
oh yeah, I saw that.
Babatunde, Ada, like so many cool people. I borrowed money from my aunt. I didn't even know how I was going to pay her back. I was just like, can I have $2,000 to make this thing? I'll pay you back in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
She's like, are you how? I was like,
I'll do it.
You'll get your money. Trust me, I swear, I kid you not, the first week I got a job, like some random corporate job, like filming people in like Barnett homes or something. I was able to pay her back. But I mean, I would have found a way. Yeah. But I just think if you're in motion,
energy is motion.
Yeah, that's how I work anyway. I always, I take mad risks.
And you know what I think
and it works out.
I think it's when you act from a place of obviously being your authentic self, and act from a place of doing what you love, so you're passionate about it. But also act from a place of a relaxed mindset. And I say this because when your nervous system is relaxed, things seem so much easier for you. Whereas when you're stressing, oh, I've got to do this, I've got to do that, then you start to overcompensate and you start to become a person that you're not because you want to get something that you believe is for you, but it may not even be for you. So, yeah. It's
true. And I feel like you got to be a little bit delusional. I feel like when I was young, I was like younger, I was a bit more like, because I was naive, I would do things that I don't know. Now it's harder. It's much harder.
Yeah, as you grow.
Because obviously you've got bills and this and that, but also now it's like, oh, I can't just make a short film. I have to pay people this much, or I have to make sure it's this level, this quality, that, and then you don't do it. Then you get, what is it, paralysis by analysis, I think, or something. But then that happened. So whereas back in the day, I would have just been like, who wants to turn up? I'll buy you food.
Yeah.
The script isn't finished. Let's freestyle or something. And then more things would happen. Like, I think I made all my short films in like, I think the space of like 2 years back then. And and it was like, I was just, because you're really naive, things happen. I think things happen a bit faster. So I wish I could like have just a bit of, be a bit more delusional.
You might be able to get back there at the right time when it's for you to go back there and kind of be like that and kind of embrace that. Then it will definitely happen.
Yeah.
Oh, this has been a lovely interview.
Yeah.
I feel like calling you Seb now.
You can call me Seb. I don't mind. It's funny, in like professional settings, they're always like, oh, what do you prefer, Seb, Sebastian? I'm like, you can call me whatever you want, Seb, Bass. But on documents, please.
Please use my
Sebastian,
full name.
Please.
Full name, please.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for coming.
Yeah. Thank you.
Can we cheers?
Yeah, of course.
Yay.
See, I can't even hold the thing. Look.
Okay.
I can't. That's going to look wild on video. Let's go like this.